Here's today's top story. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 Super features a 415W TDP, 15% higher than RTX 5080, according to Seasonic. NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 5080 Super graphics card reportedly features a 415W TDP, which is slightly higher than its non-super sibling. NVIDIA goes 50% more memory, higher bandwidth at the cost of more power for its GeForce RTX 5080 Super graphics card. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 50 Super series has remained in limbo ever since the first specifications were disclosed last year. This is due to several factors, such as prioritization of AI GPUs over the standard consumer chips, shortages in the DRAM segment, and a general rise in component prices that have led to a sharp decline in both OEM and DIY PC businesses. For the past few months, the NVIDIA RTX 50 Super series was said to be essentially put on hold or outright cancelled, but there came a glimmer of hope from a well-known insider who said that the Super family is back on track. Now further hints are landing from a PSU manufacturer who has silently added the GeForce RTX 5080 Super to its wattage calculator. The last update from Seasonic came last year when it added RTX 5070 Super and RTX 5070 Super to the same list. Videocardz managed to find this new entry, and it looks like there are signals that NVIDIA is going ahead with the lineup instead of cancelling it. As per the listing, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 Super has a rated TDP of 415W. That's around 15% higher than the RTX 5080, which is rated at 360W. The higher TDP may come from higher clocks, which is expected to be the case for the memory, which has also increased in density. The RTX 4080 Super also saw a 10% lift in TDP, but that was due to a higher GPU spec rather than the memory configuration update. We also checked if the RTX 5070 Ti and RTX 5070 wattages have been updated, but they remain the same at 350W and 300W, respectively. NVIDIA RTX 5080 Super specs at a glance. So, coming to the memory specifications, it is stated that the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 Super will feature 24GB of VRAM across a 256-bit bus while running at 32 gigabits per second, a 2 gigabits per second bump over the 30 gigabits per second used by the non-super variant. These will be the latest 3 GB GDDR7 modules, and this gives us the full 1 TB per second of bandwidth, which we had hinted at a long time ago. RTX 5080 Super versus RTX 5080 non-super, same cores but different GB203 SKU, 450 versus 400, possibly higher clock speeds, 24 GB VRAM versus 16 GB VRAM, plus 50%, same 256-bit bus interface, 6.6% higher GDDR7 speeds, 32 gigabits per second versus 30 gigabits per second, 6.6% more bandwidth, 1024 gigabytes per second versus 960 gigabytes per second, 15% higher TBP, 415W versus 360W. Currently, there's no word on when NVIDIA will launch the RTX 50 Super series, and AIBs haven't started talking about these cards yet, not even at the Computex show floor, but it looks like we will get updates in the second half of this year, with a launch possibly taking place in late 2026 or at CES 2027. NVIDIA RTX 50 Super GPU lineup, preliminary. Follow Wccftech on Google to get more of our news coverage in your feeds. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe.